So it depends on the person. So it's up to you to decide. Okay, if you feel like it's something new for me, and if you feel I don't know this, so then you should better copy down the summary or the short note or whatever the explanation, additional explanation. If the answer go wrong, so that also you write. If it is a careless mistake, you write question number 1 wrong within brackets, right? Careless mistake. Question number 2, like then you can check out of 40 MCQs for how many MCQs you can have done the careless mistakes. That means you know you have the knowledge, but you didn't read the question properly. Okay, so this is how you have to do the, like, no point of just selling the answers for the oral past papers. So no point of doing a revision class or paper class just to get the answers. So you should improve, you should identify your weaknesses. So that's why we are doing this paper class, not just to give the answers. Otherwise with the paper I can post the marking scheme also. So therefore you have to put 1 to 40, and 1 to 40 means like don't put at once. So you should have space. No, question number 1 you can check whether you have. Now maybe some of you have not done this at home, but when you look at the question you can see whether you can do this or not. So then the ones that you have done you can mark with the red pen right tick. The ones that you have got incorrected or you find it difficult, you write with a different color how to get the answer. Even though you have done, if you have got this wrong, and then write write the reason. So if it is careless mistake, you have the knowledge, you know how to do it, but in the question there's false statement, but you have marked the correct one. The maybe units you have not considered, like maybe a careless mistake, then you write within bracket careless mistake, right? Then you can check how many MCQs you have done the careless mistake. Some students they are capable of going for the A pass 75 marks, but due to these careless mistakes they lose 5 to 10 marks. Then what happened? Your A can become B due to careless mistake. No need to study separately. No need to study they have enough knowledge. They know the subject well, but they ended up with B pass because of these weaknesses. Those things you have to improve in the paper class, right? Okay, that's why we are doing this much of papers, right? Now, question number 1. Those who have done this at home, you can raise the hand and give the answer. Even if you are not done, if you can quit now, you can decide the answer, you can raise the hand. And if you have decided the answer before me, then you can put a right tick for that, no problem, even though you have not done this at home, right? Even though if you have not done this at home, if you can decide the answer before me, then you can put a right tick for that. You can check how many out of 40. Otherwise you will tell, sir, I couldn't count out of 40 because I have not done half. So then that is the other solution I can give, right? And so remember now, next week I'll be doing 2017 MCQ paper. So the last 5 years all the MCQs paper I'll be discussing. Then you can decide whether you can go for 30 or above or not, or which sections of the MCQ paper you got mostly you go wrong. So definitely you have to get 30 plus out of 40. You have to get 30 plus, 30 or above for the MCQ paper, science paper, to go for A pass, right? So I have done some support center papers also, MCQs, but some of you have not done it properly. You just copy down the answer when I tell, so then you will not improve. So you should have a plan, right? Okay, so without wasting much time, now let's see the first answer for the first MCQ, right? Which of the following is a vector content? That is, most of the MCQ papers, the oral paper, the first MCQ they ask from classification or from reproduction lesson, or like from the vectors, the grade 10 physics basic thing, right? So here the vector, which of the following is a vector? Who can give me the answer? Ranida?
First answer.
Yeah, very good. Answer is first one, right? Answer is first one. Vector is a wait. So those who have done this, you can mark with red pen. Answer is first. You can put a right tick. Passbook, if you have, you can mark on the paper itself, or else if you have not got the hard copy of this paper or the passbook, then you can separately you can put question number 1, you can put a right tick, right? Answer is first. If not, you write the answer with the explanation. So wait, okay, let's see what are the other vectors. So vectors, that means it has a definite direction or particular direction as well as a magnitude. Now if you take mass and weight, so one of the main difference, mass scalar quantity and weight is a vector. So please write here mass and weight measured in Newton. So other than weight, upcoming oral papers they can give these things. Remember, please copy down the other vectors, they can make you confused in the exam oral paper. Number 1, right? Other vectors that can be given in upcoming oral papers, they can give friction. Friction is a vector because it is measured in Newton. It's a force. Tension, that is a vector. It is measured in Newton. It has a direction. And upthrust also a vector because it's a force. Weight also considered as if it is acting to downwards, gravitational force. Weight is due to the gravitational acceleration. W equals mg. So that is how you convert mass into weight. Mass in measured in kilogram, that is multiplied by 10. On the earth only it's 10, 9.8 exact value. Then you can kilogram multiplied by 10, you get weight in Newton. So if you put your 1 kilogram, 1 into 10, 10 Newton. 10 Newton, right there. Then the other vectors you can write, other than this you can write upthrust. Then momentum is a vector. Why momentum is a vector? Momentum is equal to the mass into velocity. Velocity is a vector. Momentum as a then moment. So these are vectors. In addition to that, if you take now all this Newton meter or then any force also measured in Newton, right? Then acceleration is a vector. Velocity vector, those are very common stuff. Velocity vector. Then displacement vector. Velocity, displacement, acceleration, force, momentum, upthrust, tension, friction, gravitational force, they all. In addition to that, if you take the work done, I'll write separately. These are vectors. If you take, I will write at the top. If something is measured in joules, that is, if this is a short method. If something is measured in joules, it's always a non-vector or scalar quantity. Example, work done measured in joules. Work done scalar quantity. So these are scalars. Then number 2, energy. Any form of energy, scalar quantity. Example, potential energy, kinetic energy, light energy, sound energy, heat energy, all this electrical energy, they all scalar quantity. So any form of, basically you can write any form of energy is scalar quantity. The others common things, you know, this the distance, then the distance divided by time, speed, then that is given in this question also. Time, they all scalar quantity, not definite direction. And the other most important thing, the difference between mass and weight. Mass, scalar quantity, that is the total quantity of matter in an object. Mass, scalar quantity, weight, vector. Okay. So that is one of the main difference between mass and weight. Mass measured in kilogram, weight measured in Newton. Weight changes with the gravitational acceleration, but mass won't change. Example, your weight, either you are on the moon or the earth, your weight constant, but your mass, either you are on the moon or the earth, the mass is constant, but weight changes. So weight changes with the place, with the gravitational acceleration, but the total quantity of matter in your body constant, either you are on the moon or on the earth, the mass is constant. Please write it. Mass is independent of the acceleration or the gravitational acceleration. Mass is independent of the place unless you lose your body parts, but weight is subjected to change with the acceleration or with the gravitational acceleration. In other words, your weight is less when you are on the moon than that on the earth. Example, your weight become 1/6 when you travel to the moon, because gravitational acceleration of the moon is 1/6 of the earth. Gravitational acceleration of the moon is 1/6 of the earth. So if you are 600 Newton on the earth, if you are 600 Newton when you are on the earth, in the moon it becomes 600 into 1/6, that means 100 Newton. So once in the oral paper they have given a question like that also. On the earth, your weight 600 Newton. When you go to the moon, it become 1/6. That means 600 into 1/6 will be 100 Newton. So that is one of the best example. The weight changes with the place, or weight changes with the gravitational acceleration. So those things are important in upcoming papers. They can test these things again, right? Okay. So please raise the hand those who got the first MCQ, the first answer. Please raise the hand those who got this correct. Yeah, simple MCQ, right? Not hard. But this also, some students, they will do a careless mistake in a hurry. Right? They do the hard ones, but easy ones they will go wrong. They will get wrong. Right? There are. Now let's move to the next MCQ, second MCQ. Question number 2. According to the standard binomial nomenclature, latecomers, we are doing 2016 paper, right? Okay. Binomial means by. In single we call it Dvipada Namakaranya. Binomial nomenclature. Correctly. What is this Gallus lafayette? Jungle fowl. If you only write here, why jungle fowl? There are so many other birds now. Jungle fowl, national bird in Sri Lanka. Right here, national bird in Sri Lanka. National bird. But remember, these scientific names, no need to memorize the spelling. No need to memorize the spelling because they have never asked to write the scientific name. Mostly they give MCQ, so structured essay paper, they can give that in the wrong form and ask you to write the correct form. Right? Therefore, no need to memorize all the plants and animals in the world scientific name. So basically, Homo sapiens you can remember the spelling, but other scientific names you don't need to remember the spelling. They will not ask to write completely the name. First letter capital, all the letters in simple. Who can give the answer for this one? I'll ask the answer from somebody.
Third answer.
Yeah, very good. Answer is third, Gallus Lafayette. First letter capital, all the other letters in simple, and it must be in italics. When printed, it must be in italics. The answer is third. Right? Okay. Question number 1, I gave the answer. Question number 1, the answer is weight. Then next one. Question number 3. The gas which is used to produce margarine. If you want, you can write this is from page number, the grade 10. Some of the students actually you can see here, this is from first one from grade 10. Second one from grade 10. Third one also grade 10. Right? Fourth one also grade 10. Right? You can see here even grade seventh one grade 10. This also grade 10. No, this is grade 11. 5 and 6 grade 11. You can see all these grade 10 syllabus. You can understand the importance of grade 10 work now when you look at the first page, the MCQs. Right? Even 9th also grade 10. 9th also grade 10. See how many MCQs out of the first MCQs from the grade 10 work. So therefore grade 10 equally important as grade 11. You can see all these MCQs from grade 10. 2016 also new syllabus paper. Right, let's see the now the third MCQ. What is the answer? Yes, who can give me the answer? This is from grade 10 unit 16, gases, uses of gases, grade 10 unit 16. If you want to write it, uses of gases, hydrogen gas uses, carbon dioxide gas uses, oxygen gas uses. These three gases you should know in detail. Nitrogen, mainly grade 10 you learn oxygen, hydrogen and carbon dioxide. You should know the production, preparation, identification and all, collection, production, identification, collection, uses and properties. 5 things you should know. What are the 5 things you should know about these 3 gases? How to produce this, how to collect this, how to identify this, uses, properties. These are the 5 things you should know. How to produce, how to collect this gas, and how to identify the gas, what are the properties of this gas, and uses of each gas. Definitely any OL paper, at least you are getting one of this. Sometimes they give the preparation, the preparation of gas, the setup, experimental setup they give under structured essay or essay type. Therefore please pay attention to question number, page number, grade 10 chapter unit 16, gas preparation. I have done, I will share that with you. Gas preparation I have done Gurugadar program, the YouTube NIE, National Institute of Education, there are some videos I couldn't share that with you. I'll share that. This one I have done a recording also. Yeah, I mean that recording I'll share with you. Guru Gather program, right? Channel NIE. Okay, now who I'll ask the answer first from you. Tirani, what is the answer for the third MCQ?
Second one.
Yeah, very good answer is second. Production of margarine. So this is called actually margarine industry. Again, the next one is catalyst. Also, you have to remember. There's a catalyst also used. That also you have to remember with this. Iodine, this is Gallus Lafayette and this is weight. Right. Actually, hydrogen, margarine, if you only write, that comes under saturated fat. There is hydrogenation of vegetable oil. What is this? If someone combine with hydrogen, we call it hydrogenation. Hydrogenation of vegetable oil result margarine. Margarine under saturated fat. That is not good for the heart patients or the having high blood cholesterol, high blood pressure. So margarine is not that good, because mostly if you are going to make fried rice at home, you use margarine, right, for the preparation of fried rice sometimes. Butter, cheese, saturated fat. Butter, cheese, then full cream milk powder, full cream milk, fresh milk, full cream, sampurna yodaya sahita kiripiti. If it is trans fat, it's worst. So saturated fat, the problem is this saturated fat, when you are heating, it can become trans fat. Then it can deposit inside the arteries and can block the arteries, can cause heart issue, heart problems, or the blocking of the arteries. Right. So that is additional information about this margarine thing. But the babies, that's good. This margarine is good for you, but not too much, because you are teenagers, you are growing fast. So for the small ones, that's all right, but not the adults much, or heart patients, right? Then next one. So each gas, remember, and what are the other gases you should know little bit in detail. These three you should know these five things. Then nitrogen also you should know little bit in detail. Chlorine, nitrogen, and chlorine and noble gases you should know little bit out of the gases. Nitrogen gas, chlorine gas, and noble gases also you should know little bit in detail, right? Nitrogen, chlorine, and noble gas. Okay. Noble gases. Halogens are this group. Chlorine come from halogens, group 7. Nitrogen from group 5. Noble gases from group 8. Right. Okay. There are 11 gases in your periodic table. Then now question number 4. Today in the grade 10 paper class also, that's why some of the students are invited to join the grade 10 paper class. Why? You can understand here, out of the first 10 MCQs, here itself what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 MCQs from grade 10. 6 MCQs from grade 10. Okay, so you are getting 50% from grade 10 syllabus. Now let's see in the next MCQ. Question number 4. Dispersed by wind. So today in the paper class also we discussed the grade 10. I'll ask the answer from Moksha.
Fourth answer.
Yeah, very good answer is fourth. Vara. Dispersed by wind, Vara. Right. Then question number 5. What is the color of pinophthalene? This is, if you only write, this is from grade 11, unit 7. Right. Acid base lesson. You should know now colors like sky, recalling directly the memory, recalling the previous knowledge memory, right? Basic, medium, pinophthalene, they asking the color. Actually in the oral marking scheme they have accepted 2 answers here, but anyway I'll ask the answer first from y'all. Question number 5, I'll ask the answer from Senudi.
Second answer.
Second answer. Right. Very good. Answer is second. Pinophthalene, PP, pinophthalene, basic, medium, pink. Right. Basic, medium, pink. If you want to write in acidic medium, it's colorless. Original please write, everyone put a stand right. Original pinophthalene also colorless. In acidic medium also it's colorless. Right. That means pinophthalene no color change with acids. Pinophthalene no color change with acids. Pinophthalene no color change with acids. Therefore original pinophthalene also colorless. In acidic medium also it's colorless. Basic medium it turns pink. It's an acid. It is an acid base indicator. What pinophthalene is an acid base indicator. Actually pinophthalene itself a weak acid. Right. Unionized pinophthalene one color. When it is ionized a different color. So you will learn this about theory of indicators in detail if you are doing LO chemistry one day. Right. Question number 6. Acid that is used for the coagulation of rubber latex. What is coagulation? Coagulation means when you correct rubber latex from the rubber tree to precipitate that, to make it liquid rubber, to make it semi-solid. That is called coagulation. Blood get coagulated. What is added? So the things that are added called coagulants. What is added for the coagulation? Coagulants. Coagulants are weak acid. So if you want, you can write here what is added for the coagulation rubber latex. Weak acids are mostly added. Out of the weak acids, the most commonly used weak acid is acetic acid. Right? Acetic acid. Actually, I gave the answer here. Please raise the hand those who got third answer for question number 6. Please raise the hand those who got the third answer for the question number 6. Acetic acid. Acetic acid. Right, very good. Answer is 3. Okay, right. Shall I erase the screen? Okay, question number 6. Answer is 3. I'll give what are the other names that can be used for acetic acid? Please copy that. I'll erase the screen now. What are the other names that can be used for the acetic acid? Please write everyone. CH3COOH. This is a weak acid. Please copy down this everyone. Weak acid. What is the chemical name? Ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. Most of the students, they have requested the recording today, and if any of your friends like because of the other classes, if they are unable to join this time, ask them to request the recording after the class. And please watch the recording within now. Earlier I said that duration 3 days, and now I have extended that until 5 days, right? 5 days. That means if I am doing the class now, today is 31st of October. 31st of October. Now until 5th of until the midnight of 5th of November, you can watch this recording. Even if you join the class, if you want to watch this again, you can request with the name code and the email address. Now within 5 days you have to watch this. After 5 days it get automatically deleted from the cloud. Some students, they request the recording after about 2 weeks, so can have the last week recording. So after about 7 days, then it's not available because of the storage login of storage. This get automatically deleted from the cloud. Therefore you can watch any number of times within 5 days. Ask them to request the recording. And the other thing is some students, they request the recording and they don't watch it. They after about 1 week they again complain, I couldn't watch this, therefore can you resend. So now then is why I'm struggling, because I had to recover that again separately from them, for them only 1 or 2 students. Then I had to delete the other essential recording available in the cloud, right? So therefore that also you have to be careful. Okay. Ethanoic acid, one name. The other one we call it acetic acid. Acetic acid. And the other one vinegar. Right. So therefore CH3COOH, you can use any of these names. It's a weak acid. Ethanoic acid, actually eth means there are 2 carbon here. So there are 2 carbon atoms. 2 carbon atoms. The chemical compounds with 2 carbon atoms, mostly the name it start with eth. Okay, I'll give some other example. C2H6, this is called ethane. Ethane, right? So C2H4, we call it ethene. Ethene, right? C2H5OH, we call it ethanol. Look at here, it is very interesting. Ethanol, ethanol. There are 2 carbon here, therefore we call it ethanoic acid. 2 carbon. Then it's easy to remember, because you need, next lesson we are doing 14 lesson hydrocarbon lesson, you need this. 2 carbon atoms. If there are 2 carbon atoms, the name start with eth. Or I'll give one more example. If you take CH3CHO, this is called ethanol. Ethanol or ethanaldehyde. Ethanol. Ethanoic acid. You can see eth. Ethane, ethene, ethanol, ethanoic acid. Right. Then polyethylene, polyethylene come from ethene. This one. If you polymerize this C2H4, then you get polythene. You get polythene. Right. You get polythene. And write that if you want. Polythene. Polythene come from ethene. It's an alkene, right? So therefore this eth also bit important. Now similarly, if there's 1 carbon, meth. Okay, I'll give one example. CH4 methane. Because sometimes they will not give the chemical formula and they'll give the common name. Then some students, they find it difficult to get the answer. Methane. Then you get HCOOH, methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. Then you get this is called methanol or formalin. Formic acid. Methanoic acid, formic acid. This is methane. Meth means 1 carbon. Methane. Like octa, 8 carbon, like that. Okay, so this is also a bit important. So I'll erase the screen now. Next question. Okay, what is the answer for this one? Ethanoic acid C3COOH. Okay. Please raise the hand those who are on the next question. Question number, right. What is the next question? Question number 6. Question number 6. Question number 5, the answer is pink. Second answer. Question number 6, answer is 3. Sorry, question number 7. Question number 7. That also a good question. Amphoteric oxide. Yes, who can give me the answer for this? What is the amphoteric oxide? I'll ask the answer from Ayad. Ranida?
Al2O3.
Third answer.
Yeah. Very good. Answer is third, Al2O3. Why it is amphoteric? Reacts with both acid and bases. Reacts with both acids and bases. But it does not react with water. Does not react with water. Please write it. Aluminium oxide Al2O3 does not react with water. Does not react with water or oxygen. With oxygen and water, but it can react with acid and bases. That's why if you take the aluminium, okay, this is also additional information. Aluminium cooking pots. Aluminium, if you are using in the gas cooker, most of the houses gas cookers, they use aluminium pots. Aluminium pots, the problem is this. Aluminium, the surface layer, right? This one is aluminium oxide, not pure aluminium. It's aluminium oxide, not pure aluminium, Al2O3. If you are making abultial malu, acidic and the basic food, what happened? Then it will react. Then you get aluminium food poisoning. Therefore, it's not healthy to use aluminium cooking pots, especially when you are using this pol sambal with lemon. That is risky. And please write below the others. Sodium oxide basic, P2O5 phosphorus pentoxide acidic, and Cl2O7 acidic. Now you ask, it's like magic, how can we tell this? Right? I can tell, but then you might be wondering how, because all this contain oxygen and some other element. Then remember, this is the most easiest method to remember this. All the metal oxides of group 1, any oxide, lithium oxide, sodium oxide, potassium oxide, group 2 metal oxide, beryllium oxide, magnesium oxide, calcium oxide, strontium oxide, barium oxide. Even these are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium oxide, Rb2O, cesium, CSC. All the group 1 and group 2 metal oxides are basic. Group 3, this is how you can easily remember. Group 3, what? B2O3 slightly acidic, boron, aluminium, Al2O3 amphoteric. Then group 4, carbon dioxide acidic, silicon dioxide acidic. That means that most of the non-metallic oxides are acidic. Metal oxides, leftmost side, they are basic. That's why we can easily remember. Group 5, you get nitrogen. Actually, nitrogen from lot of oxides, right? Nitrogen from lot of oxides. NO, I'll write the highest oxide, N2O5, P2O5, they are acidic. Group 6, actually O2 is neutral. Oxygen, sulfur, SO2 acidic, and SO3 also acidic. And group 7, chlorine, fluorine, chlorine. Fluorine is F2O, it cannot form F2O7 or F2O. Then Cl2O7, that is the strongest acidic out of all these. Most strongest one is Cl2O7. Why? When the oxygen content increase, acidity increase. So SO3 is more acidic than SO2. Please write it. SO3, when the oxygen content increase, the acidity increase. Right? I'll give one more. Okay. So what you have right now, leftmost side of the periodic table, they are basic oxides. These are basic oxides. Basic oxides are mostly formed by metals. Not always, huh? Basic oxide. Why are they called basic oxides? Why are they called basic oxide? Sodium oxide. Oh, here also they have got sodium oxide is basic. First answer. Not upcoming papers, they will change. There are so many oxides. They can give the same question again by changing the formula of they will put some other formulas for this, right? Now non-metallic oxides are acidic. Most of the non-metallic oxides are acidic, except one exception is aluminum oxide is amphoteric. because it's in the middle. This is amphoteric, others are acidic. Now that acidity increases across the period. Acidity increases across the period until group 7. Group 8 no oxides until group 7. So acidity increases means basicity decreases. Okay, shall I erase this? Anyone still copying down this? I'll lower the hand first. Anyone still copying down this? Shall I erase this? Right, done. Okay, I'll erase. Okay, hurry up. In the exam, mostly they are this sodium, magnesium, aluminum, that one, right? In the exam, mostly they are sodium, magnesium, aluminum. This third period oxides, you have to mostly remember this third period oxide. There are some neutral oxides also. I'll give one more summary. Okay, you can request a recording Venuka. You can surely you can watch this again and copy down. No, don't worry. I'll move to the next one. Otherwise, I won't be able to discuss much questions today. Now, copy down this also. Oxides are classified into four types. Oxides can be classified into 4 types. Remember, when you study one question, when you discuss with me, you will learn to answer 10 more MCQs. Then from this one, whatever the question they wrote out in upcoming papers, from this area, you will be able to do it. That's what I'm, otherwise, no point of doing even 100 MCQs if I am just giving the answer. Right, what are the basic oxides are there? Then acidic oxides there. Then amphoteric oxides are there. What is amphoteric? Amphibians. Ubaya. Amphoteric means in single we call it Ubayaguni Loha oxide. Ubayajivine, amphibian, frog. Ubaya means like dual nature, both land and water. Frogs or the amphibians, water is necessary to complete their life cycle. Right? Aquatic stage is there. Right? So that means both land and water. That's why amphibian word. So here the amphoteric means dual nature, like acidic property as well as basic property. So isn't that interesting? So make it very simple. Any complex thing you can convert it to very simple form, right? If you are really wanting to make it A pass for science and go for 9 years, if you are really working hard and your commitment, dedication, you will get it. No one can stop it, right? No one can stop. If you have the interest, if you are committed for that, if you are dedicated for that, and if you are working hard, yes, you can do it. Some they want, but they are not doing it. Then you will not get, right? Okay. So what is the fourth type? Neutral oxides. You can quickly copy down this. 4 types of oxides: acidic, basic, acidic, amphoteric, and neutral. Now let's classify the ones given in this question under this. Okay, first one they have given what? Sodium oxide. Sodium oxide under what? Basic oxide. Not only sodium oxide, right? Short method. All the group 1 and group 2 oxides are basic. Lithium oxide, sodium oxide, potassium oxide, rubidium oxide, cesium oxide, beryllium oxide, magnesium oxide, calcium oxide, strontium oxide, barium oxide. All the group 1 and group 2 oxides are basic. Acidic oxides. Acidic oxides are formed by non-metals. I'll write the list here. Carbon dioxide, right? Carbon. Group 4 carbon. Silicon dioxide, slightly acidic. Then group 5 nitrogen dioxide. Then nitrogen dinitrogen tetroxide, dinitrogen pentoxide. All these oxides of nitrogen acidic. Then P2O3 acidic, P2O5 acidic, right? Phosphorus. Then all the halogens, oxides of halogens, say Cl2O7 acidic, Cl2O3 acidic, right? Then oxygen, group 6 you get SO3, sulfur trioxide acidic, sulfur dioxide acidic. Why are they called? Sulfur dioxide acidic, sulfur trioxide also acidic. All these are non-metallic oxides and most of them are gases. How some of these you will learn under environmental pollution. Sulfur trioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide can cause acid rain, right? Acid rain can cause acid rain, right? Some acidic oxides can cause acid rain, environmental pollution. I have thought this so many times, right, for nearly now 20 years. So therefore it's like kind of mantare. Now amphoteric oxide. Then amphoteric oxide you can write aluminium oxide in your syllabus, but zinc oxide, there are some other amphoteric oxide also, but anyway it's not necessary. At least aluminium oxide you have to remember. But remember, aluminium oxide, amphoteric means it reacts with both acid and bases. But aluminium oxide does not react with water, does not react with oxygen, otherwise your pot get catch fire. You understand what I'm saying now? Surface of your cooking pot in the kitchen, gas cookers, we use aluminium cooking pot. Inside aluminium, the surface is aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide has no further reaction. Even if you heat the pot with the curry, it doesn't react anymore with oxygen. It doesn't react with the curry. If with water, no reaction. But if you are putting into aluminium plate or aluminium pot, never prepare the ambultial malu, like acidic food. Goraka like vinegar, don't add into aluminium cooking pots. Pol sambal like with lemon, I mean you add lemon, dehi, so not good, not healthy. We can it's not good to your kidney and liver, right? Okay, then but the best, the most healthiest pot is clay pot. Neutral oxide, neutral oxide. So what is neutral oxide? But in electrochemistry this become lies, huh? Okay, water can act as base, water can act as acid, water can act as, okay, like you will learn in electrochemistry detail, but all well is accepted. Then oxygen also neutral. In addition, oxides, nitric oxide neutral, then nitrous oxide neutral, carbon monoxide neutral, OF2 neutral, right? So in up to electrochemistry I gave now, right? So these are the neutral oxides. What are the four types of oxide? Acidic oxide, basic oxide, amphoteric oxide, and neutral oxide. Please copy down. You will never learn this from the school, right? Then next one, I told you, you can see here, you can, then only you are ready for any question. No need to do 100 questions from this type now, right? That's the purpose of the paper class, right? Then one more thing, shall I erase this? Anyone still copying down? Why neutral oxide? They don't react with water. If you put into water, no reaction, no reaction. Can write here, no reaction with water. Acidic oxide react with water to make acids. Basic oxide react with water to form bases, alkali. You had done no acids. You have done a separate lesson, acid, base, and neutral. I mean acids and bases. You have done a separate lesson, grade 11, chapter 7, acid and bases and salts, right? So basic oxide react with water to form bases. Acidic oxide reacts with water to form acids. Amphoteric oxides, no reaction with water. Most of the amphoteric oxide. Neutral oxide also no reaction with water. Now basic oxide, I'll give you one example. Why it is called basic oxide? Sodium oxide, Na2O, if you put into water, what is formed? Sodium hydroxide. Na2O, the white powder, if you put into water this white powder, you get sodium hydroxide. It is an alkali, it's a base, a strong base. If you put potassium oxide into water, potassium hydroxide. Calcium oxide into water, calcium hydroxide. That's how you prepare calcium oxide quicklime. If you add quicklime plus water, you get hudu hunu bulatita hunu, slack lime. That is diagasu hunu sa alu hunu. Calcium hydroxide you get. That is a base. Any hydroxide is a base. Any hydroxide is base, and any hydroxide turns phenolphthalein into pink. Any hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, any hydroxide is basic, right? That is short method. So acidic oxide dissolves with dissolves in water forming. I'll give one example. Sulfur trioxide is acidic. It reacts with water forming sulfuric acid, H2SO4. It can cause acid rain. Then the rainwater might contain sulfuric acid, battery water, right? SO3. If you take say carbon dioxide dissolves in water, that is an also weakly acidic. Carbon dioxide plus water, you get carbonic acid, H2CO3. H2CO3. That is soda bottle. Therefore, it's not good to drink soda water. I mean not soda water. If you want to get kidney problem, you can drink all the cola drinks. If you drink daily for about 1 year cola drinks, after every meal you will get definitely your kidney will dissolve, right? Therefore it's not healthy. This carbonic acid, carbonated drinks not good to your health, because it makes acidic environment in your body fluid. Acidic environment good for the cancer developments, cancer cells, right? Okay, so those are the applications of acid and bases. Now in the next syllabus curriculum 2023, we have changed this completely. Acid base we have make it like, you know, now the modules we have already done for the new batch, not textbook. So it will be very interesting. You have to prepare indicators at home and you have to submit to the school, and you have to get earned marks before the exam. You can collect 70% of, not you, the next new batch. I mean 2024 O level, 2023 grade 10 batch, 2023 grade 10, 2024 O level batch. They will earn 70% marks from before the exam. How? From the school. Projects, activities, practicals, research, then attendance and the other group work, all this they evaluate. And the school based assessment, 70% they have in their hand, 5% they have to get from the, then to make it 75. So then you have to go to the school compulsory. Then activity, practical based, authentic learning, right, in the future. So they are going to change this completely. This they are going to it's like a paradigm to change this syllabus, new syllabus curriculum, right? I'm also in the committee, so it's good for the students, less tuition. You have to go to the school, so then it's good, right? Okay, this is like science, you learn like history without doing any experiment or without doing any practical, so that is like, yeah, kind of boring, right? Anyway, then question number, shall I do this? So I explained this in detail, gave a complete until up to O level, like I mean until A level also, like about 70% I have done from A level part also. Then you can manage any question in the exam from this, right? Oxides I gave it in detail, right? Then shall I erase this? Anyone wants to copy down this? Right. If you want to watch this recording again, you can just send a request with your name code and the email address. I would like to re-listen to this. Then you can. I will send the recording to WhatsApp. Okay. After the class, I'll erase this. About 20 students are about 20 now. Nearly 30 students are absent today, right? Okay. Anyway, question number 7 I gave the answer. In the question number 8. Question number 8. Who can give me the answer? Disinfectant. Common sense. No need to do oral science the theory to do this one. Disinfectant. Widely used. What is the disinfectant? Ocean. Question number 8.
Chlorine.
Sorry. We use Harpic, Lysol, Phenol. Those also disinfectants. Right. Now, look at copy down this flow diagram, everyone. If you take please copy down this. There are 4 things called number 1, right? Disinfectants. Number 2, right? Antiseptics. Number 3, right? Antibiotics. Right. So disinfectants, right, for non-living surfaces. Non-living surfaces, non-living things, non-living surfaces we use. Example, toilet, bathroom, drains, right? Toilet, bathroom, drains. Tiles, drains, hospitals, right? Even public toilets, they use chlorine, right? Disinfectant, right? What are the disinfectant? Example, you can write chlorine. Then next one, right? Antiseptics used for what? Living external surfaces. Living external surface. Living external, not internal. External surface. We use antiseptics. Right? Antiseptic, living external surface. Like what? Your skin. What is used? You can say You can use iodine or Dettol, surgical spirit, betadine. You can buy from the pharmacy. Potassium permanganate, Condis, KMNO4 solution, purple color solution, Condis solution. They all antiseptics. Surgical spirit, Dettol, betadine, KMNO4, even this boric acid, iodine, they are antiseptics. Boric acid, then iodine, they all antiseptics for living external surface. You can't drink, you can't drink Dettol to kill germs, right? Even this is also very important. You can use about 70% alcohol now. COVID-19, we use antiseptic. What is the antiseptic most commonly used? 70% alcohol we use. 75% is better. Alcohol sanitizers, hand sanitizers contain the antiseptic. Can you put harpic, lysol, chlorine to kill germs on your surface of your palm or the skin for COVID-19? No. Then your skin get damaged, right? So you can't use. The germs get destroyed, but it will damage your cells. You can't take them orally. So some like are not like some rural, like some countries, I don't tell the name of the country. Some I heard like in the news also, the maybe a religious person, he has given to drink. I think these disinfectants also to kill germs inside the body, and these antiseptics. So they cannot be taken orally to kill germs inside the body, right? External surface. Here non-living surface. Here living external, right? Now if you take 70 like about 90% alcohol, then it's like a disinfectant. 90% alcohol, like it's highly inflammable, can get catch fire also. You have to be very careful when using 9. Now these days, don't leave this high percentage, over 75%, 80% alcohol. You should not leave in very hot environment. It can cause a fire even, right? Near naked flame, don't use these centralizers, don't spray. It contains alcohol, and alcohol is inflammable. Even perfumes, have you all seen the perfume bottle on the label? They put not to spray on ice. Perfume bottle, they have put the flammable symbol, right? So because it contains alcohol, perfumes contain alcohol, right? Alcohol not only for drinking, so it is widely used, and that is the most abused liquid in the world, right? Drug. Then antibiotics. What are antibiotics? Antibiotics are taken orally to kill germs. Taken orally to kill germs inside the living tissues. In living tissues. To kill germs in living tissues. Example, you have done in your syllabus also some of the antibiotics, amoxicillin, penicillin, erythromycin, amoxicillin. There are some commercial brands also. Augmentin is amoxicillin, generic name of the medicine amoxicillin, but doctors write different generic name, the commercial brand name, the brand name, rather than writing the generic name amoxicillin or penicillin, erythromycin. So taken orally. No point of applying on the skin, like externally, no point of using them. Inside the body, inside living tissues. So inside living tissues to kill germs, antibiotics. External living tissues, antiseptics. External non-living environment, disinfectants. You should know the examples, right? Okay, examples also you should know. And the 70% alcohol, can you remember we used for the starch test, grade 10 and grade 11, both we use this 70% alcohol to identify starch in the leaf, photosynthesis experiment. First you boil the leaf in hot water and then boil the leaf in 70% alcohol. Why? To dissolve chlorophyll. So a lot of applications. When I tell alcohol, all this should come to your head, right? Alcohol not only to make beverages like brandy, whiskey, beer, wine. There are so many applications which is widely used in science. I mean, it's like a green solvent actually. Ethanol is used as a fuel in some countries. Ethanol can get catch fire. It can be used as a fuel mixed with petrol, right? Ethyl alcohol, right? Then magnesium hydroxide, right? Antacid. Magnesium hydroxide is an antacid. It is an antacid. What is antacid? It's a weak base used for gastritis. Might have done this under digestive system as well as under the weak bases. It's a weak base Okay, I'll write that separately. Shall I erase this? Anyone still copying down this? I'll erase this. Right, done, right? Okay. If you want, you can request a recording because there are so many things I can to tell. Now, magnesium hydroxide chemical formula MgOH12. The name magnesium hydroxide. Right. So this is a weak base, and this weak base is also known as antacid. What is the other widely used antacid? Aluminum hydroxide. Weak base, and it is as antacid. Antacid used to neutralize acidity of the stomach in gastritis. So this is also called milk of magnesia. These three names: weak base, antacid, weak base, it is an antacid, as well as it is also known as milk of magnesia. Right, all three names. Oh, there are 5 names. Formula: magnesium hydroxide chemical name, it's a weak base, it is also known as antacid, it is also commercial name magnesium, milk of magnesia. So why milk of magnesia? It is used to neutralize, antacid means it is used to neutralize acidity of stomach. Neutralize acidity of stomach in gastritis. Acidity of stomach in gastritis. Right. So sometimes the oral paper they can ask to write the balanced chemical equation between these two. You are drinking Gaviscon. No, there are so many the medicines for gastritis or pantoprazole, pantodac, emferazole, there are so many names, right? Gaviscon, like commercially also you can buy directly without the doctor's prescription. Digen, like various things are there. All these contain weak bases. Accidentally you drink HCl bottle in your school laboratory, then you can take this magnesium hydroxide or sodium bicarbonate, right? Baking soda. Then, but the problem is baking soda that you get gas also. They are baking soda. Magnesium hydroxide and HCl, what is produced? Salt and water. Magnesium chloride and H2O. Magnesium chloride and H2O. So for balancing you have to put 2 HCl. To balancing you have to put 2 HCl. Magnesium chloride and water. So this is a neutralization reaction. Please write everyone. Very important. This is a neutralization reaction as well as this is an exothermic reaction. Exothermic as well as neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. Exothermic as well as neutralization reaction. Understood? It is an exothermic reaction as well as neutralization reaction. Right. Please write this, everyone. Don't just wait like Lupachinna teledrama. Classes online, but exam digital, but exam physical, manual, right? Therefore, your writing skill matters in the exam. Not because all what you write matters in the exam. The examiner can't see your face. They can't ask what did you mean here orally. So all this very important. Anyone still copying down? Magnesium hydroxide, I gave a lot of stuff. It's a weak base. What is the other most widely used antacid other than magnesium hydroxide? Aluminium hydroxide also used. What is the other widely used antacid? Antacid highlight. That word is a bit important. Because again they don't ask which of the following is used as a disinfectant. No point of memorizing this question in oral paper. This 2016 paper. This is magnesium hydroxide. This antacid bit important. Huh? Antacid is not an acid. It is a weak base. Done? Ritmal? If I think it's better like some of you like you are slow learners, you are good, but you need time now to absorb it. Then you can request the recording, right? No problem. You can leisurely, you can watch this again, right? Okay. But question number 9. Then I move to the next question. Now I gave a complete everything about what disinfectants, antacids, antibiotics, and antiseptics, and for what it is used, the applications and examples. Question number 9. This is again grade 10. Now you can see 10th MCQ also grade 10, right? 11th MCQ also grade 10. See how many MCQs from this syllabus are you? Okay, nearly I think 8 MCQs from grade 11, grade 10 here, this paper. Okay, who can tell me the 9th MCQ, the answer? Dion?
Fourth one.
Fourth one. Others? Umar? Roshan?
First one.
First one. Venuga?
Fourth one. Fourth one.
Yeah. Yeah. Answer is fourth. Vanadium pentoxide. Vanadium pentoxide, write the chemical formula V2O5. V2O5. V2O5 vanadium pentoxide. It's not in yours, the first 20 elements periodic table. Oh, please write vanadium pentoxide from which lesson? Please write if you don't know. This is from grade 10, chapter 17. Grade 10, unit 17. Grade 10, unit 17. Grade 10, unit 17. You have the catalyst there, factors affecting the rate of reaction, catalyst. This come under catalyst. Right? Properties of catalyst. Catalyst very important. Out of all the factors affecting this, catalyst is very important. Every year there are at least MCQ from catalyst. So there are biological catalysts also. Biological catalysts are known as enzymes. Now the others also you should know. Nickel, iron. Iron is used in the production of ammonia. Ammonia industry they use iron. Ammonia production. Iron is the catalyst, right? And nickel is catalyst in the production of margarine. Margarine, platinum metal. Then platinum also used as a catalyst in the production of nitric acid industry, HNO3. Nitric acid industry they use platinum as a catalyst. Right. So most of the D block, actually the long form of the periodic table, you get these metals. They are used as catalysts. Catalysts increase the rate of reaction. Sulfuric acid is very important. Why sulfuric acid is important? Right? Because that is used as battery acid. Battery acid. Some countries they don't manufacture battery. They have the chemical industry. If you can start this industry, this is a billion scale business. Sulfuric acid, right? Now, if someone can manufacture ethanol, there's a big sale these days. Why ethanol? Everyone is using ethanol these days. Why? Not to drink as arak, to wash, to clean the, to sanitize their hand. I mean, to sterilize the kill germs because of COVID. Ethanol is used in all the sanitizers, right? To kill germs. So ethanol is chemical industry. All these chemical industries. Forget about this ethanol soap. Everyone is washing hand these days, right? The usage of soap has increased. You can see a lot of advertisement in the television now these days than before. Why? They are marketing the soap, their product, kill germs and 99.9% and TFM and everything they are telling now that possible to sell their product. So whatever the brand, whatever the name, soap, not soda, soap. To manufacture soap, what is required? Sodium hydroxide. To manufacture soap, you need sodium. One of the main use of caustic soda. What is sodium hydroxide? Caustic soda. Sodium hydroxide is caustic soda. Some countries they don't manufacture soap, they manufacture caustic soda. Then they distribute, they sell, they export this caustic soda. Can you remember recently there was a diamond or something like the huge ship faced an accident and there was a huge leakage of chemicals to the Sri Lankan waters. So that contain caustic soda, that contain nitric acid, that contains sulfuric acid. Right, so it's like a disaster. Like these chemicals are required, important, but it's dangerous, right? So caustic soda is essential to manufacture soap. Baby soap they use KOH, potassium hydroxide. KOH is used to make baby soap. That is a bit expensive. Sodium hydroxide, bases are used to make soapy feeling. Bases having soapy feeling. That's why soap production. Now, if we can have one, do we have any of this? So caustic soda industry, we don't have it. We manufacture soap, but caustic soda we have to import from the other countries. So that is why, if you can in the future, if you can start one industry like this, and if you can become an entrepreneur, if you can have a good investor in the future, so we need the people like that, right? Not to work under the others. So entrepreneur. So we need more people. Those who can create jobs instead of demanding jobs. Those who create jobs in the country. We need the people like that. So at least I guess few of you will go for that, right? Anyway, and after getting the degree, burning the jobs from the government, and instead of working under someone, if you can have an innovative mind, and in something like added value added uh, product, right, to the world market, so then we can develop this country, right? Anyway, so one chemical industry is enough, billion scale business, right? Anyway, caustic soda you can understand. So you are just memorizing this chemical, sodium hydroxide, relative molecular mass, some students they don't know why it is important, what is the benefit of this, right? So I told everyone washing hands these days. So soap industry, there's a good time, right? Big sale these days. And alcohol industry also these days, they are raw material, the demand is more. Then question number 10. Vanadium pentoxide the answer, right? Question number 9, answer is fourth. So you can see here this paper, look at here, out of the 11 MCQs you can see first one grade 10, right? Second one grade 10, third one grade 10, fourth also grade 10. Then fifth and sixth grade, six also, yeah. Then seventh grade 10, right? Then 9 grade 10, 10 also grade 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 questions grade 10, 7 questions from grade 10. You can understand how important this, right? Grade 10 work, grade 10 syllabus. So please study the grade 10 work. Now you might have forgotten this, okay? Now 11th also grade 10, 11th also grade 10, chemical change. 11th is what? Grade 10 chapter 16, grade 10 chapter 16. So a lot of chemistry also they have asked here, right? Now let's see the next question. Please raise the hand those who have done this paper before. Anyone done this paper before? 2016 MCQ paper. Please raise the hand those who have answered the 2016 OL MCQ paper before. Right, about 10-15 students. But check how many of you have explored each question like this, right? Those who have referred the theory like this and explore and more like learn more from each MCQ like this, explore the question and related all the lessons with this MCQ. You should learn to answer 10 more MCQs when you discuss one MCQ with me. Otherwise, I'm not doing just giving the answer and like, oh, this question answers this question answers this, and at the end I'm asking how many correct. So that is no use. You can do that at home. No, you don't need to come to the paper class to do that, right? So therefore, my objective is to improve your knowledge. After the class, your knowledge also should improve. Otherwise, you will tell out of 40 this much correct. Next paper also out of 40 this much correct. So you will not improve. You are at the same level. You will do more papers. That is no point, right? Now question number 10. I told the answer in this one, vanadium pentoxide, V2O5. Vanadium is a metal, group D block metal, vanadium pentoxide. Most of the D block metals. D block means like, okay, I use the periodic table. The long form of the periodic table, I think I shared that with you, right? The IUPAC periodic table. IUPAC periodic table I have shared with you. IUPAC periodic table. It's here. Right. You can see the periodic table, IUPAC periodic International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, this periodic table. So here you can see this D block. D block means this part. I'll highlight here this, the middle portion here. Atomic number, this 3 to 12. The long form, now in A-level chemistry we don't use group 1 to 8, we use group 1 to 18 now. Group 3 to group 12. Right. So these are called D block metals. Okay, now most of these metals are used as catalyst. Platinum, right? Platinum. Then you can nickel, Where's nickel? Here nickel, right? This is vanadium. Here can you see atomic number 203 vanadium? Here vanadium atomic number 203 vanadium. Titanium is used as a catalyst, widely used. Then manganese used as catalyst sometimes. Iron used as catalyst. Ammonia industry. So they are widely used as catalyst in various industries. But group 1 and 2 metals, they are not used as catalysts. Okay. Catalysts are from these metals, right? So you should be familiar with the periodic table also. Then you'll be good in chemistry. That is like the chemistry alphabet. Right. Then let's back to the question paper again. We are discussing. Okay, question number 10, very easy. Who can give me the answer? Those who never open the mouth, please raise the hand. Question number 10. At least this one. Question number 10. Sandali,
First answer.
Andrea.
First answer.
Yeah, answer is Bear trimerous. Very good. Both of you are correct. You know the answer. Some students, they know the answer. They don't talk much. So like there are students like that also. Anyway, but my advice, you should be good in all, like, you know, all rounder, like kind of multidisciplinary, right? Versatile character. Then otherwise what happen? One day you become a doctor, no patients. You become a lecturer, no students. And you become a lawyer, no customers, right? No clients. So that will happen, right? Therefore you have to improve that knowledge also, because since you are not going to school, that skills you will not be developing now much. You want, otherwise you become that president of that society, this society, and you like public because like that is a fear, right? If you cannot open your mouth in front of the others, then it's the problem, right? Even though you are knowledgeable, right? Now there are trimerous flowers. Trimerous means 3 or multiple petals, so that is monocotyledon. Reticulate word also bit important, that is web or network of veins, that is taproot, secondary growth, or dicot. So the answer is first one. This is also from grade 10 work. Now check how many correct out of these 10. Please raise the hand. Please raise the hand those who got 10 out of 10. First 10 MCQs, 10 out of 10, all 10 correct. Please raise the hand. How many of you got 10 out of 10 first 10 MCQs 2016 paper? There are 3. At least 9 correct, 9. 8 or 9 correct, 8 or 9 correct out of 10. Good. There are nearly 20 students. Very good. Right. Okay. That means what? To go for each you get 8 here. Then the next 10 also you get 8 correct. Next 10 also you get approximately 8. Next 10 also you get approximately 8. Then out of 40 you get what? 8 times 4, 32. You understand what I'm saying now? Right? You have to get 32. Then you can go for the 32 out of 40. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So therefore the first 10, if you have got 8 or more, then it's good. Then you can go for out of 40, 32, 8 times 4, 32, 32 plus you can go definitely, right? So therefore that also you have to check. 1 to 10 you have to get at least 8 over. Then at 11 to 20 also you have to get at least 7, 8, right? Correct. That also you have to check one by one. Then you can check whether you are going for 30 plus or not by looking at the first 10 MCQs, right? Then next one, question number 11. Who can give me the answer? Does chemical change occur? Yes. 11th MCQ, I'll ask the answer from Dilshad, Pirani,
Second answer.
Ashen, Venuka.
Second answer.
Right, very good. Answer is second. Very easy. Burning firewood. What is chemical change? If new products are formed, it's a chemical change. What is the easiest method? If new, now not physical, yeah, grinding, crushing, filtering, not chemical change. If new chemical product, new chemical substance, if new chemical substance form, if that means new chemical formula, if new chemical substance form, that will be a chemical change. If no new chemical substances are formed, it will not be a chemical change. So melting, boiling, evaporation, all these physical changes, right? That means it's a chemical reaction. That means what? In a chemical reaction, you cannot reverse it. After burning firewood, you cannot get the original firewood again. Chemical change not all. Can you all please write here? Most of the chemical changes are irreversible. What is the meaning of irreversible? Cannot be reversed. After burning petrol, can you get the petrol again by collecting ash and the smoke and light and heat and sound? No, can't. After burning firewood, can you get the firewood ash and heat, light, and can you collect them back to the firewood? Can't. After burning a paper, can you get the paper again by collecting the wood, dali, alu, and everything? No. Carbon dioxide you can't come by. So this is irreversible, cannot be reversed. So there are two type of processes in the nature. We call it some of the chemical changes are reversible, some chemical changes are irreversible. Reversible chemical changes mostly they have introduced to the A-level chemistry. A-level chemistry. Right? If you want to write that also, additional knowledge. My teaching not only targeting actually O-level. I know some of you all are planning to do A-level bio and max, right? And IT and technology subject, IT, A-level IT, A-level bioscience, A-level physical science, and A-level technology subject. There are 4 areas A-level, 4 streams in A-level originated from science in O-level science. O-level science, there are 4 areas: IT, bio, physical science, and technology. So except IT, all the other 3 you need chemistry and physics compulsory under local syllabus. Understood? In all 3 areas, chemistry and physics compulsory. Without, if you drop one of this, you can't enter engineering faculty or medical faculty. IT also physics compulsory and local, right? Physics you have to do. So you can understand the importance of physics and chemistry. If you are good in chemistry and physics, you can do so many things in the future. There are so many options. Other than these 4, only you can do only commerce and arts, and you will become jobless in the future, because now most of the jobs created from tech, you are in the technological revolution now. So you are in the era of technological revolution, right? So therefore, without technology, without those subjects, or without studying those things, you will not be able to survive. Even I can't do this online class without technology, right? Right. So there will be a failure the teaching also. Now question number 11 we discussed. Then question number 12. Therefore, my advice, if you are planning to do this, you have to get A pass for science. That's a must. Some students think I am doing A-level max, so therefore I want to get A pass for max, not for science. No, remember, even if you are doing A-level physical science means max, you have to do chemistry and physics other than the combined max. With combined max, you have to do chemistry and physics for the physical science or A-level. That means what? 2 subjects come from science and max only 1. So out of 1, 2/3 science, chemistry and physics come from science, oral science. Therefore, oral science A pass important. That's why the schools, they demand oral science A if you are planning to do most of these, right? So can therefore no point of getting even 7 A's O level if you don't get max and science. Max and science without A pass, no point of getting even 7 A's, right? Remember, even if you are planning to do arts, commerce, so commerce at least you need max, they consider, right? It's the schools even for commerce, right? Question number 12. Well, I know no one is getting 0 marks. Most of you are now 50s, 60s, like this range. Very few get like below 30 marks. I don't think any students in this class getting below 30 marks for science paper. So you can go for A pass, everyone. You have plenty of time. You have enough time to improve by 10 to 15 marks. So if you have 60, you need only just 20 more marks, right? 15 marks to go for A pass. You can do it. Don't give up this. Otherwise, in vain, you can't repeat O level again in your lifetime, right? I mean, no, but you can't do O level second side. A level at least you can tell the others, I am doing the second side. How can you tell A level, O level I am doing the second side? Right? O level, if you get A pass, that is lifetime. That's it. Right. Now question number 12. Tertiary consumer. Tertiary consumer. Okay, I'll give a simple example to understand this. Imagine grass eaten by grasshopper. Grasshoppers are eaten by the frog eaten by the snake. Right. Now this one is the producer. Any food chain begins with a producer. Who is grass? Producer, primary producer. After that, the consumers come. I'll write here grasshopper, primary consumer. Frog will be secondary consumer. Snake will be tertiary consumer. If I put one more link, then you get the tertiary consumer. I put eagle, right? So then it will be they asking tertiary, no, yeah. Then quaternary. So that's quaternary consumer, right? Now they asking tertiary. That means which link the food chain? 1, 2, I put 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The fourth person. Tertiary consumer will be the fourth person or the fourth organism, fourth level. Okay. If I put 1, 2, 3, producer 1 in the food chain, primary consumer herbivore number 2, number 3. This is called trophic level. First trophic level 1, second trophic level, third trophic level. These are called trophic level. If you start from the first one, trophic level. Consumers starting from the second trophic level, consumers starting from the second trophic level, right? Trophic level. So all these terms very important. Producer, consumer, primary, tertiary, secondary, tertiary, consumers, trophic level, first trophic level, second trophic level, third trophic level, like that. And then herbivore, carnivore, omnivore, those things are bit important. Now you can start numbering. What is number 1 now? Plant, number 1 plant. Check which one you get, number 4. Which one you get, number 4. Then you can get the answer. I'll ask the answer first from y'all. This is 4 and this is 5. Eagle 5. So you cannot draw a food chain with 10 links. Why? Because along the food chain the energy loss. Because energy decreases. A higher trophic level, the top carnivores, they don't get much energy. Why? Because the previous level, the organism, they utilize that energy for their growth, for their metabolism, for their reproduction, for their excretions, for the metabolic activities. They utilize half of the energy. Not half, 90% they use. Some of the organisms die without going to the other level, not consumed by the others. Some of the grasshoppers will die without consumed by the frogs. That energy is not available for the frog. That energy is available for whom? The dead bodies of grasshoppers, dead bodies of frog, not enter in as energy to the snakes. The dead bodies of frogs are utilized by the decomposers. That energy is used up by the decomposers. Dead bodies of the grasshoppers utilized by the decomposers. That's why along the food chain energy decrease due to the death, due to the metabolic activities, due to the excretion, excreted as waste. That energy is not going to there. Therefore, from one level to the next level, only 10% pass. You can write that if you know. This is like a theory lesson. This is very, because you don't learn like this in the theory grade. Okay. 10% going to the next level. From any level, from any trophic level to the next trophic level, only 10%, 90% dissipated. What is the meaning of dissipation? 90% due to the death, due to their growth, metabolism, and 90% is not going to the next level. Only 10%. I'll give one example. Imagine grasses, all the grasses having 100,000 joules. What is the grasshoppers can get maximum up to what? 100 joules. 100 joules. By 10%. Then from grasshoppers, the frogs, all the frogs can get maximum what? If you assume only frogs are there to eat grasshoppers, then only 100 into 10% is what? Only 10 joules. 10 joules. And then frogs are eaten by the snakes. The snakes can get what? 10 joules into 10% is what? 1 joule. 1 joule. 1 joule. 1000 joules become 1 joule when it comes to snake. Eagle can get only 10% of this 1 joule. Then eagle will get 0.1 joule. Can you increase the number of eagles more than the snakes in the forest or in that environment? Can't. Can frogs will ever increase than the grasshoppers? Can't. Why? No energy to increase their population. Very basic things, right? You don't need to write a long paragraph to learn this, right? So this is how the food chain, the energy transfer. This is how the food chain, the number of organisms increasing, not decreasing. Number of organisms decreasing, energy decreasing, right? And their biomass, the total dry mass of the organism also decrease. Based on that, you can it takes a take of pyramid. If you put the number of organisms like this, it takes the shape of a pyramid like this. Okay, you put grasses, long length. This you get grasshoppers, then you get frogs, and like this take a pyramid. So more grasshoppers and energy also more. That's why it take a shape of pyramid like this. This is called number pyramid. If you write energy here, you get the bottom one, you get 1000 joules. Then next one you get what is the joule? The grasshoppers 100 joules, no? 100 joules. Next level you get how many joules? 10 joules. 10% from the previous level. Then the snake got only 1 joule. If you put one more link, then 0.1. Can you put one more link here? If you put one more link, but energy is not enough to maintain their population even. That's why food chain is limited to maximum 5-6 links, cannot go beyond that because of this energy dissipation, right? So I gave a lot of information about this food chain and food web, how it works, right? So what is the main energy source for any ecosystem, any food chain? Producer get energy from whom? From the sun. Actually sun's energy is going through the food chain. Energy cannot be reversed. Can grasshopper eat the frog? Can frog go and eat the snake? Cannot. You cannot put this arrow backward. Then the frog should be able to eat the snake, right? That will never happen, right? Therefore number of organisms decrease. The number of frogs will never become more than the grasshoppers in the grassland, as well as number of grasshoppers will never become more than the grasses. Why? Less energy available. They cannot increase their population beyond that, right? So this is very interesting, like very easy. If you go like this, then you can directly mark. This is what I want you to do. Rather than filling this knowledge into the books, try to absorb this knowledge directly to your head, because you are not carrying even a small piece of paper to the exam hall. Whatever is stored in your head is important for the exam. Your nice handwriting, nice diagram, colorful diagrams, the parents and the others, if they look at your notes, they will enjoy that. He has done nicely, but exam no marks. No point of that note if you cannot absorb that, if you cannot deliver that in the exam, right? Therefore my advice, try to absorb maximum. If you forget, only refer the notes. So every day when you are doing these days the classes online or whatever, always keep this in your head. Today in this class I will absorb maximum into my head. I will fully concentrate on this, not anything else within these 2 hours. Mentally you can't go here and there, but you can't do that anyway automatically. While you are watching this, you will after 12 I will have to I need the lunch now. What will be the lunch now? What will be available? You are thinking about the food that you are going to eat. After evening you have something else, so you have to watch a teledrama. You are imaginary world most of the time. Physically you are with this device. Parents are thinking you are with the lesson, but mentally you are somewhere in some other world. Then will you improve? No. Then parents complain, what? He is going for all the classes, he is going to school, then the no complaint from the teachers, but he is in an imaginary world half of the time. So you will not improve. You should try to become an active learner. No one can concentrate 100% like all to us, but anyway your mind is flying here and there, but try to reduce that. You have to do meditation. Your religion will help so that. You have to do meditation or whatever the religion, prayers or whatever, you have to practice your religion well to the solution for that, right? Anyway, now what is the answer for this? Now everyone should be able to give the answer for this food web tertiary consumer. Question number 12, please raise the hand. I gave detailed explanation not only to find the tertiary consumer, so many things I told now. What is the answer? You can put 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll ask the answer from Andrea. Andrea? Yes, Andrea? Sandali?
Third answer.
Third answer, second answer. Ayad? Yes, Ayad?
Third answer.
Third answer. Second answer. What about the others? You can check different paths. So if you go through this path, 1, 2, 3, no? If you go to this path, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 also to this path. I'll put that with a different color. If you go through this route, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4. Right. Then if you go through this route, look at the screen. 1, 2. I'll put number 1 anyway. This one is the first level. Number 1. I'll highlight that. Plant. Right. If you go through this route, you get 1, 2, 3. What is the, I'll use some other color for this one. The other route I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth one you get every what is the only 2 instances you get the fourth one. Fourth means what? Fourth tropic level. That means what? Tertiary consumer. Plant is not the consumer. Plant can't be a consumer. Plant is the producer. Then this is the number 2 will be the rat will be the primary consumer. Try to understand this. Rat will be the primary consumer. Plant will be the producer. Rat will be the primary consumer. Okay, I'll write like this. plant producer. Rat will be the primary consumer. I put con, C-O-N, consumer. Then cat will be the secondary consumer. I put con, C-O-N-S. And then this will be the tertiary consumer. Or you can go from this side. Rabbit, primary consumer. Primary consumer is herbivore. Primary consumer is always herbivore. Those who depend on the plant, primary consumer will be the herbivore. Herbivore. Right. So then you can get its tertiary consumer will be the hawk. Answer is third. Very good. Please raise the hand those who got the answer third. If not, like at least mark 1, 2, 3, 4 in this diagram. This is like a grade 6 and also they teach the food chain, no? Food chains and food webs, grade 6 and also they teach lower grades. But this tertiary thing and all this like in grade 11. Yeah, please raise the hand those who got this answer. Question number 12, third answer. Right. Right, very good. Okay, very good. You should better maintain a separate short notebook. Right, O level 2016, question number 12, everything that you can to learn from this MCQ, then upcoming papers they will rotate this instead of asking the same question. From this area you will be getting a question, but then those informations will be useful. Right, question number 13, granulocytes with granules. Granulocytes means with granules. I'll give a short method. With granules, all the fields, if the name ends in fields, then it's granules. If the name ends in sites, then it's agranulocytes. What is the short method? If the name ends in sites, it's agranulocytes. If the name ends in sites, CYTES, then it will be agranulocyte or non-granulocyte. That means without granules. Here, if the name ends in fields, granulocytes. That is how you can easily remember this. If you take WBC, there are 5 types. White blood cells, there are 5 types. Out of the 5 types, 3 types will be granulocytes. Granulocytes. What are the 3 granulocytes? What are the 3 fields? Neutrophil, eosinophil, and basophil. All 3 ends in fields. Then there are 2 non-granulocytes. 2 non-granulocytes. What are the 2 non-granulocytes? There are 2 sites, lymphocytes and monocytes. Now everyone should be able to give the answer. Again, I'll give the short note. Please copy down the short note, everyone. WBC, there are 5 types. 3 types are fields, ends in fields, they are called granulocytes. 2 types are ending in sites, they are non-granulocytes. I put number 4 and 5. So what are the 5 types of WBC? 3 fields and 2 sites. 3 fields are granulocytes, 2 sites are non-granulocytes. Non-granulocyte means without granules in the cytoplasm. You get dots here, dots. So those dots are granules. Like if you take WBC, like neutrophil like this, so there's a nucleus and here there are dots like this. Those are called granules. Right. Okay, so that is about the WBC. What is the answer now? Everyone should be able to give the answer now. Question number 13. I'll ask the answer from, yes, any volunteers? Dilshad?
Fourth answer.
Fourth answer.
Very good. Yeah, question number 13. Answer is 4th. Very good. Answer is 4th. Monocytes and basophils. They are asking non-granulocytes and granulocytes respectively. Here, first you have to give the non-granulocytes, then you have to give the granulocytes. Be careful by respectively, right? Yeah, respectively, right? So that's why you get here this one non-granulocytes, this one will be granulocytes. Right. Answer is 4th. Very good. Question number 14. 14th MCQ. This is also a good question. Chemistry again. Number of lone pairs around oxygen atom in water molecule. Very easy question. Who can give me the answer? Ayad? Ranida?
4.
Rishad?
First answer.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Ad.
Sir, in the previous question,
Yes.
found an easy way to identify what are non-granular sites and granular sites. In granular sites, all those cells end with fill and suffix. Then this non-granular sites end with sites. Like that. Easy way to
Yes,
start.
yes, correct, correct. That's how you can easily identify. Yes, correct. Yeah, yeah. Non-granular sites, the name ends in sites. Granular sites, the name ends in fills. Yeah, file, okay, nitrophil, like, yeah, correct. Then question number 14. What about the others? Okay, others. Water molecule, the best thing you had to, okay, Sandali, water molecule, you had to draw the Lewis structure. Then
First answer.
first answer. Please raise the hand, those who are giving the first answer. Second answer. Anyone is giving second answer? So lone pair. So remember lone pairs. Pair important. Number of lone, it should be lone pair. Lone pair of electrons. So there are two pairs here. Lone pairs 2, bonding pairs. So, okay, write everything. Water molecule has lone pairs will be 2. Right? Bonding pairs 2. Total pairs 4. Total pairs will be 4. And total electrons around oxygen. Total electrons around oxygen. Total electrons around oxygen, not in all the atoms. Total electrons around oxygen in water molecule, not oxygen, will be 8. We call it octet because its total pairs, 4 means 4 pairs means 8 electrons. 8 electrons. So 8 electrons means central atom has reached octet. That is one requirement of Lewis theory. One requirement of Lewis theory is what? Central atom should reach octet except hydrogen. Central atom should reach 8 electrons. Should reach 8 electrons. That is called octet. Octet. Is that clear? This is not only for, this is one condition in Lewis theory. Imagine you draw ammonia molecule, then also around nitrogen there will be 4 total pairs, 4. 1 lone pair, 3 bonding pair, 1 lone pair, 3 bonding pair. Total pairs 4 means 8 electron. 4 pairs means 8 electron, octet. If you take carbon dioxide, CO2. Total electrons around carbon 4, because 4 bonding pairs means total electrons around carbon 8. That means octet, octa. So octet rule should be valid. Okay, they can ask what you should know little bit in detail. What is you learn in grade 10 biology also? The specific properties of water, solvent property, coolant property, specific heat capacity, and all this stuff, and intermolecular forces in water, Lewis structure of water, like what is polar inorganic solvent, like you should know a little bit, and polar solvent, right? Okay, so answer is first one. Very good. Question number 14 asks first one. 2 lone pairs. Now next time they can ask how many total pairs, how many bonding pairs. See, the same question they can rotate again in different forms, right? Therefore you should explore this. Then next one, question number 15. This is from grade 11 unit 9 heat lesson. Who can give me the answer? 16 degrees Celsius has dropped to 4 degrees Celsius in Nuerelia. Daytime 16, night time it's 4. That's what they have given. Daytime. Now they ask what is this difference in Kelvin? What is the difference here in Celsius? The difference in Celsius will be how many? 16 minus 4 means what? By it has decreased by 16 minus 4, 12, by 12 degrees. Now they ask this in Kelvin. How to convert this into Kelvin? By Kelvin, how many degrees? How many? Like Kelvin, not in degrees. Kelvin, how many? Who can give me that? This is how you do it. I simplified the data given. Daytime 16 has become night time 4. How to give this answer in Kelvin? Temperature difference in Kelvin. Temperature difference in Celsius 12. temperature difference, the drop how many Kelvin? Drop by how many Kelvin? Who can give me the answer? Question number 15. Ranida,
First answer.
First answer.
Ilshad,
Third answer.
Rosha,
First answer.
Irani, Ashadi.
Third answer. Third answer.
Okay, some of you gave third. Tirani and some of you Ayad gave third answer. How did you get third answer? What did you do? You added 12 Celsius plus 273. Ne? That's how you got, right? Is that correct? Please raise the hand to convert this into Kelvin. Those who have done here 5 and here 8 and 285. Please raise the hand. Those who got this answer. 12 Celsius decreased by 12 degrees and you add 273 and got 285 Kelvin. Please raise the hand. Please raise the hand. Those who have followed this method and got the answer third. Please raise the hand. Those who got third answer. Decreased by 12 degrees Celsius to convert into Kelvin, you add 273. This is wrong. This method is wrong. Answer is not 285 Kelvin. Right? Answer is not 285 Kelvin. Answer is 12 Kelvin. 12 Kelvin. Answer is 12 Kelvin. Right? This is very important. Kelvin also 12 by 12 Kelvin. Celsius also 12 Kelvin also. I will prove this. Look at the screen, everyone. How to convert 16 degrees Celsius means what? 16 plus 273. Then I'll put here the value in Kelvin. This is how you should do it. Convert both the temperatures into Kelvin. Then you get the answer. Convert this also into Kelvin, this also into Kelvin. Then you will get it. 16 in Kelvin, what? 9. Here 8. Here 289. 289 Kelvin. If you convert 16 Celsius into Kelvin. Then 4 also you convert into Kelvin. How? 4 plus 273. Then you get what? 277. Now subtract. Now subtract. Now check whether you are getting 12 or not. How to find the difference now? Kelvin temperature, check the difference. 289 minus 277. 289 minus 277. What is the answer you get? 12, right? 12. Remember, when you find the temperature difference, you have to do like this. If I'm again they can repeat it. Put 3 stars for this question. Put 3 stars for this question. They can repeat this again in the oral pickup, because 2016 batch also most of the students they got this wrong. When you find the temperature difference, whether you are telling that in Kelvin or Celsius, no change with the temperature, the unit, right? Okay, I'll tell one example. I will tell my body temperature 37. I will tell my body temperature has increased by 1 degree, by 1 Celsius, right? Now if I am telling my body temperature in Kelvin also increased by 1 Kelvin is correct. Otherwise, if you are telling by body temperature 1 Celsius plus like those who get the answer 285, 1 plus 273, my body temperature has increased by 284 Kelvin. Sorry, 274 Kelvin. Is that correct? You will die, right? Either your temperature increased by Celsius or Kelvin, it's the same difference. So how to convert this? 37 means in Kelvin how many? Plus 273, 310, no? 273 plus 37 is 310, yeah. Then 38 means 311 Kelvin. So it's increased by 1 Kelvin. If you have 273 plus 1, then you are telling my body temperature has increased by 274 Kelvin. Is that correct? No, it's wrong. By 1 Kelvin. By 1 Kelvin. Right? Remember that. So temperature difference, either you take in Celsius or Kelvin, no need to do any calculation. If you subtract 16 minus 4, if you get 12, the difference 12, Kelvin will also same difference. Write this in the short note. Temperature difference, either it's taken in Kelvin or Celsius, no change the numerical value. Please write it with the red pen. Temperature difference, either in Celsius or Kelvin, the numerical value won't change. Please write it. Otherwise, you are doing the same mistake again. Don't waste time adding 273. Just take the difference in Celsius, Kelvin also, you get the same answer. So I gave 2 examples now. Body temperature I told, Either its body temperature increased by 1 Celsius, it's same as increasing by 1 Kelvin. Otherwise, if someone tell your body temperature increased by 274 Kelvin, you will die. Your blood will boil. Right. Then question number, please raise the hand with this understanding. With this understanding, please raise the hand those who got the first answer. Question number 15. With this understanding, you convert 6. Yeah. Very good. Right. There are few ways to run. Very good. Excellent. Right. Then question number 16. What is the number of double bonds in isoprene? This lesson we haven't done it, but please raise the hand those who have done this. This is from unit 14, grade 11, unit 14. We haven't done this lesson yet, but anyway, if you have done, I'll tell the answer. Some of you have done, no? Okay, I'll tell the answer. Isoprene, that is the basic unit of natural rubber. Please write here, isoprene, highlight everyone. Isoprene, that is the basic unit or the monomer of natural rubber. Natural rubber, the basic unit of rubber. Natural rubber, the monomer. That is the basic unit. Chemical structure, they have not asked, but without knowing the chemical structure, you can't tell this. Actually, this is called 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. There are 4 carbon atoms, right? 4 carbon atoms. At the beginning of isoprene, it is called 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. 2-methyl-1,3. Don't worry about this name. This is how I remember this, because in aerial chemistry I use this name. 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. Buta means 4 carbon. Butadiene. Diene. Okay, I'll explain now. But means 4 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diene means 2 double bonds. Diene means there are 2 double bonds. Double bonds are available at the beginning of first carbon and the third carbon. I'll label the carbon chain now. 1, 2, 3, 4. First carbon, at the beginning of first carbon there's a double bond. At the beginning of third carbon there's a double bond. That's why it's called 1,3-diene. 2-methyl-buta-1,3-diene or 1,3-butadiene or buta-1,3-diene accepted. This is the then I will fill the rest with hydrogen. The 2-methyl means second carbon, there's a methyl group. They will never ask you to draw this. Don't worry, otherwise you will think like you will forget about chemistry. They will never ask in OL paper to draw this. AL chemistry they can ask, but O level they will never ask you to draw the structure of isoprene. But you should remember how many double bonds there are. Around each carbon there must be 4 bonds. So this carbon, to make 4 bonds I had to add 2 hydrogen. Then 2 plus 2, 4. This carbon I need only 1 hydrogen to make 4 bonds. This carbon already there are 4 bonds. I don't need to add any hydrogen, right? This one I had to add 2 hydrogen. That's how, that is the structure of isoprene. CH2, C double bond CH3, then C double bond CH2, like that. Here you get CH. This is the structure of isoprene molecule. 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. How many double bonds are there? 2 double bonds. They are asking number of double bonds. Right? Number of double bonds. It has 2 double bonds. Please raise the hand those who got this answer. I mean, we haven't done this lesson yet. Since some of you have done this, maybe in school you might have done this. That's why I thought of giving the answer. So answer is second. Please raise the hand those who got the second answer. Second answer, right? Very good. Answer is second. Question number 16, answer is second. Then question number 17, I'll quickly erase. What is the time now? 11, only 5 minutes left. 17. Kamal medical test, lungs deteriorated. What factory? Glass factory. He is working in a glass factory. Glass, what is the element widely used to make glass? Silicon is used to make glasses. Borosilicate, like your test tube and the beakers and stuff, you check in when you go to the school, most of the they put the label borosilicate. Boron and silicon used to make glasses. So therefore, so you get what? Silicosis. Silicon, very easy. Silicon content, therefore silicon particles can cause this problem, silicosis. Please raise the hand those who got this answer. Right, good. Then sexual reproduction. 18th, who can give me the answer? Ayat 18th what is the answer? Ayat Tirani 18th.
First one.
Yeah. So today in the paper class also I discussed in the grade 10 answers was very easy. Asexual reproduction is faster and large number of offsprings, they are identical to the parents. Meiosis, gametes and all gametes only in sexual. No gametes in asexual method from cutting, budding, grafting, tissue culture, by roots, by bulbs and all this. No gamete, no sperms, no eggs, no pollens, no ovules. The vegetative parts is asexual reproduction, vegetative parts involved. Humans no asexual reproduction, humans only sexual. Most of the mammals only sexual method. In sexual method meiosis occurs, in sexual method only gametes are formed. In sexual methods more variations, characters mix up, organisms, two organisms mostly involved, therefore high evolution potential, high diversity. So the answer is first, very easy. This is also again grade 10, again grade 10. Then 19th one, I'll complete only up to 20. 19th, who can give me the answer for the 19th MCQ? This is from Unit 5 grade 11. Unit 5 grade 11. Yes. Unit 5. Focal length 30 centimeters. What is this mirror? Focal length of a mirror when the object is kept principal as image is formed by the mirror is real equal size distance from mirror to the object. Distance from the mirror to the object. That's 19. Who can give me the answer? Same size very important. This is very very important. Same size means what? It's like at C. Can you remember? At C. If you get here real images are formed by concave mirrors. Convex mirror virtual. Remember convex mirror always virtual. Side mirror of vehicle. Convex never form real images. Convex mirrors, if you want to write when you tell convex mirror, the best thing to recall the side mirror of the vehicle. Side mirror of vehicle always convex. So therefore convex mirror always form virtual images. Virtual images. Convex mirror, side mirror always from virtual image. Therefore this can't be the side mirror. This has to be concave mirror. Concave mirror, if you keep the object at C, image also form at C. At C. Right? At C. So if you take the focal length here 30 centimeters, then they ask in distance from mirror to the object. Focal length 30 centimeters. This is the object. This is the mirror. From mirror to the object what? 30 plus 30, 60. Again I am telling. This is the focal point. From focal point to the mirror, focal length 30 centimeters. That they have given here. Focal length 30 centimeters they have given at the beginning. If focal length 30 centimeters, then the C, again you have to take 30 centimeters from the focal point. That means total length will be 60 centimeters. 60 centimeters the total, 30 plus 30. Then the object and the mirror 60. How this 60 get divided? From focal point to the mirror 30, from focal point to the object 30. Then the image also from the same distance. So the answer is what? Second. Please raise the hand those who got the second answer. If you only can make a small this diagram. First you should decide the mirror. And then you should know the equal in size, very important. Then you can have an idea. Equal in size at C. C means center of curvature. If the object is at center of curvature, image also. If you take lens also same scenario. Lens, if the object is at 2f, image also at 2f. At 2f. In case of lenses, what lens? Convex lens. Convex lens. In case of concave mirror, at C. Right. Very good. Those who have done it. I'll do only this one and stop. Question number 20, very easy. Branch 1. This is branch, then you can easily get the answer. Definitely the branch 1 is what? Cardiac. Okay, I'll ask the answer first from Kasuni. Anjana. Venuka. Tirani.
Fourth answer.
Yeah, very good. Cardiac and it's involuntary. Heart tissues involuntary. If you can control your heart, then you can suicide by stopping your heart. So no one can stop the heart and die because it's involuntary, not under our control, right? So respiration involuntary. Either you think or not, even during your sleep, the lungs work it. They respire. Sometimes you don't know you are respiring even. Now also you breathe. Ne? We don't know, like it's happening automatically, right? So the answer is fourth. Now please raise the hand. Next 10 MCQs, those who got 8, at least 8 or above. Earlier also I asked now for the first 10, how many of you got 8 or above? Now I'm asking 11 to 20, please raise the hand. Those who got 8 or above. How many of you got 8 or above? The next 10 MCQs. If you have got 8, now 16 out of 20, then you can go for 32. If you go for the next 20 also 16. 16 plus 16, 32. So you have to maintain this. 7, 8, you have to get at least 7, right, to go for A pass. If not, check which questions you have got wrong. Please study that section, right? Okay, very good. Very good. Anyone got 20 out of 20? Those who have not done this paper before and first time done and got 20 out of 20, anyone? Ayad, okay, very good, right, well done. 19, anyone got 19 out of 20? 19, correct. Without looking at the marking scheme, you have to be honest, huh? Right? Otherwise, like Anjana and so very good, right? So first you have to make sure you are going for 30 plus. Then we will go for the target the essays and structured essays. Then you can go for the A pass, right? So you have to make sure first you have to get 30 plus for the MCQ. Otherwise, you can't go for the A pass. Very difficult from the essays only, right? Okay, then it's 12 o'clock. Today I did the cover up lesson last night. So this month there are 5 Sundays. So today is the last Sunday, 31st of October. So therefore, actually the middle I couldn't do one class, but I didn't do the cover up lesson since there are 5 Sundays, right? So next month, now new month, November, please pay more attention to your academic work. Now you're going to start the schools on 8th of November, grade 10, 11, A level. 8th of November, I think they will not postpone the exam, maximum March, end of March most probably. So then use that extra time to do papers and work hard. You can go for the A pass, most of you all, right? So I stop for today. Have a good day and God bless you.